This is the Atomic Trivia War 9000, the night of the Halloweenies. That's what we're going to call tonight's episode. I'm your host, Jason Hawk. Let's meet our contestants. He puts the fantastic in Phantasmagoria. From Toronto, Kevin Archibald.
Well, why, thank you, sir. Thank you. I do try.
Ooh-wee, she's our own witchy woman. From Seattle, Rochelle Mantanona.
Isn't that like a song by the Eagles?
Yes, yeah, that's where I got that. Right?
Isn't that also from like the song from Seinfeld that What's-Her-Face sings? I forget. Yeah, whatever. Yes, okay. I see the reference.
And Omar got called away by work tonight, so taking his seat is a man who knows true, blood-curdling, unbounded horror. It's Rose's husband, Mr. Jeremy Mantanona. I'm assuming that you took her name.
Oh boy! But
all right,
yeah, I think we officially have to give him a congratulations, though, right? Like, say congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had you on the podcast since you guys tied the knot. Is it feeling kind of like a noose?
Not yet.
Poor Jeremy.
Got you.
All right, let's go ahead.
It also
and,
bears mentioning that he just stumbled home from work and was drafted into this, so... Poor guy. He was thrust into the chair. The headphones were thrust upon
Whatever.
his head.
He knows he's not going to have a blast. He's like, hey guys, I'm on a podcast. Woo! I'm sorry, I promise. But no, you're excited.
No, I found out about it on my last break, and I was told, hey, while you're working or driving, try to think of stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay.
Well, I've got a special Halloween-themed show for you here tonight.
Ooh.
And it comes complete with 21 questions, maybe even a bonus question at the end. We'll figure it out, but that's quite a few for each of you. That's 7 questions for each of you, and then one winner takes all. So we're going to go in order. I've got Kevin, Ro, Jeremy. Kevin, that means you're at the top of the batting order. Are you ready?
I am ready, sir.
We're going to start off with a fun one here, Kevo. You got to complete the lyric.
Okay.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, what, Kevo?
He did the mash?
He did the mash, the monster mash.
The monster mash.
There you are. Worth noting that song doesn't talk about Halloween at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they could be all celebrating Easter together for all we know.
I have a feeling you were a big novelty songs kind of guy. I have a feeling that you had records around the place of like novelty songs like that.
Yeah, like the Grasshoppers Sing Christmas.
Sure, and like Guitarzan and like songs like that were all like beep beep and things like that, where it was like lots of
and more
songs.
recently, Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
What is wrong? Okay, I really can't hate because I had the Chipmunks.
This is a white people
record,
thing,
so.
I think. This is a real white people thing.
Question number 2 is for Ro.
Okay.
An NHL team bears the name of this legendary American monster, described as biped with hooves, horns, and leathery wings.
The Devils. Red Wings. No, damn it, not the Devils.
An NHL team bears the name of this legendary American monster.
Oh, American Monster. Okay, wings, hooves.
Wings, hooves, horns, the 13th child of Mother Leeds, if that helps any.
No, it doesn't help at all. The Gargoyles?
Is there a hockey team called the Gargoyles?
I have no idea. I don't watch hockey, so there's no team in Seattle, so that's why all I know there's like the Penguins.
It's the Mighty
the
Ducks.
Rangers.
You're dancing all around it. It's not Pennsylvania. It's not New York.
Massachusetts? No.
See, you said, and you're going to kick
I
yourself
think
here.
you're in the right region, though.
The Jersey Devils or something like that.
There you are, the Jersey Devil.
Okay.
Wait, you're saying that a Jersey Devil is different than like a devil, and we're not just talking about like devils from New Jersey. Jersey Devils are a thing.
That is a thing. The
folklore.
Jersey Devil in folklore has been terrorizing the Pine Barrens for decades.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 3, Jeremy. Are you ready to jump into the fray here, bud?
Sure.
All right. Just 18 years old, and in response to a challenge to write a ghost story, This woman penned Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus in 1816 while visiting Lord Byron in Switzerland.
Mary Shelley.
And Jeremy's on the board with a point.
Nice.
Mary Shelley, author of Frankenstein.
By the way, you're a fan of Drunken History, right?
The Comedy Central show, or just generally
Well,
getting ripped
both.
and reading some books?
Both, but the Comedy Central show. There is a very good one about Mary Shelley going to Switzerland to write the Frankenstein, and it's really excellent. If I was to tell someone to watch a Drunken History, that would be in the top 3.
We'll definitely check it out. That show is one that Lisa and I can watch, which is very rare. We hardly ever watch TV together.
Okay.
Yeah. You hardly ever watch TV? Is it because she doesn't want to watch The Proposal for the 8th time?
What is wrong with The Proposal, I ask?
Yeah, no, you guys definitely have very different
Let me
tastes.
ask you a question.
We've known this, Kevin.
What is the number of times at which The Proposal is, you've seen it enough times? What number? Give me
I was like, because he's already in double
figure.
digits, man. He's in double digits now.
Question 4. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
This was more for Omar being here tonight, so I'm
Yes,
sorry. He knows the answer to this question because he and I have talked about this. We've even talked about this on the podcast. Let's see how sharp your memory is. Luchador Rodolfo Guzman Huerta, better known by this name, became a film superhero in 1958 with the release of The Infernal Brain. He went on to battle the vampire women, the zombies, the mummies of Guanajuato, Dracula, Martian invaders, and dozens of others.
Well, I'm sure Omar and many fans are currently screaming the answer into their iPods. I don't know it. I do invite the Men to Nona household to chime in if they know it.
Wrestling hero?
Yeah, like luchador wrestling hero.
Yeah, that's
specifically.
It's the luchador version of Van Helsing.
Yes.
It's Santo.
Santo, okay.
Santo versus the vampire women.
Nope.
No?
Yep.
Okay. Number 5 for Roe.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Chapman played this title character on land, and Riku Browning played it underwater in a 1954 black and white 3D film by Universal International.
What?
I gave you lots and lots of clues there.
Yeah, you gave me... I already forgot what you said.
Okay, so let's take it from the top. I want you to train your ears on this, because this clue
Okay.
has like 17 little clues in it.
Okay, stop looking at me like that. Okay, go ahead.
I think I know it.
Ben Chapman played this title character on land, and Riku Browning played it underwater in a 1954 black and white 3D film by Universal International. By Universal International.
Black and white, you say?
Black and white and shades of gray.
And there's no steelsies, right?
Actually, yeah, if she misses it, you're totally getting it.
No, that's not fair. No. On land and then underwater. Title character was on land. So something can go underwater? Some sort of monster of some sort?
Halloween theme, Ro. Halloween theme.
It's not Medea.
I would never ever have that to ever an answer ever in my entire life, other than what things will you never watch, and that is the answer for that.
It's a fun movie.
You've seen it?
You haven't? We're passing it over to Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I may have seen it as a kid. Isn't this Creature from the Black Lagoon?
And Jeremy steals a point from Ro.
Booyah.
Creature from the
okay.
Black Lagoon. He's right up there with Frankenstein and Dracula and the Mummy. He's the fourth
wouldn't be
man. He's Shemp to the Three Stooges.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's up for a remake with the other
No, thank
Universal
you.
monsters.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Are they still going ahead with that? Like after the Mummy tanked with Tom Cruise? Because I know they
They're
wanted
still
to
going
reboot
with
the
it. They
series.
are.
They
I
doubled
know.
down. Mm-hmm.
The Wolfman movie tanked as well, and I don't know if the Daniel Radcliffe Frankenstein was part of that, but
Dracula Unleashed, Unbound, whatever it was, that didn't do so well either, to the best of my memory. And wasn't I Frankenstein the other one?
oh, I thought the other one was the Daniel
I forgot
Radcliffe
about
Frankenstein.
that movie.
At any rate, none of these have exactly been blockbusters that have established a huge shared universe. But Universal keeps on being like, oh, we're still doing it. This is now the first one. Oh, Dracula failed. Now Frankenstein's the first one. Oh, now that failed. Whatever.
You know when like Brendan Fraser had the Mummy, that they're like that was such a big thing, and the executives must have been going to sleep for years after that, going, "Why didn't we make that a franchise like
Which,
the Avengers?"
For my money, that's a really, really good movie.
I still love the Mummy series, even if
pretty...
the third one without what's-her-face.
I don't like the series. The second one really was just terrible, but I love the first one.
Wait, which one's the Scorpion King? Is that the second one?
No,
the Scorpion King is the
second
fourth
one.
Scorpion King is the second one. The
third one is the Dragon Emperor.
Is Jet Li.
Jet Li without Rachel Weisz.
Huh. Okay. Well, I've got them mixed up then.
Yeah, you sure did.
The second one is good all the way up until you get to CGI Rock, and it's just terrible looking.
Yes, I will agree that was terrible looking.
But the spin-off, the Scorpion King movie, was entertaining. It's a guilty pleasure.
No.
So, Jeremy, you picked up The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Let's see how you do with this one. We're kind of in the same vein. The next 3 questions are all going to be riffing on a very, very close theme, so pay attention. Here we go. This horror cinema icon played Frankenstein's monster in 1931, the mummy Imhotep in 1932, Fu Manchu in 1932, and the Grinch Who Stole Christmas in 1966.
I'm going to guess Boris Karloff.
You guessed correctly. You are now ahead 3 to their 1,
How did
Jeremy.
you know that?
So I watched a lot of my stepdad's pretty old. My mom watched a lot of those like Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello and some of the older monster movies when I was growing up. So
he was in that one too.
Probably saw some of those.
So, Kevo, you've got the next one. Remember, I said that these are all a little bit similar. Let's see if you can top Jeremy here, or at least match him for ye olde movie trivias.
I don't know, man. He's quite the threat tonight.
This horror cinema icon played the Wolfman in 1941, the Mummy in 1942, Dracula in 1943, Sinbad in 1952, and the Mummified Werewolf in 1964.
Man, I only know one classic Dracula guy, and that's Bela Lugosi. So I'm gonna way down there. Bela Lugosi.
This one was Lon Chaney Jr.
Okay, but
these are
Ro or Jeremy. I'm guessing one of your answers is Bela Lugosi. So keep it in your pocket.
Yeah, Bela Lugosi. Okay, thank you.
Ro.
Okay.
This horror cinema icon played Dracula in 1927, Dracula in 1931, Dracula in 1948, Dracula in 1949, and was buried in his Dracula costume.
Was it Bella or Della? Something Lugosi.
We're going to give it to you out of pity.
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi is the correct answer. Died penniless.
I should get a called it point. Called it point.
I'm tempted to give it to you, but
it's awesome though. Thank you, appreciate you.
Why are you giving things away, Kevo?
Well, because
Bram Stoker. Ooh.
Number 9, we're up to Jeremy again. Jeremy, you get the other literature question. It wasn't planned this way, but you landed on the special square. This lean, lanky, and extremely superstitious schoolmaster from Connecticut arrives in Sleepy Hollow and comes face to face with the specter of the Headless Horseman in Washington Irving's classic, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Well, that would be Ichabod Crane.
And another point for Jeremy, who is kicking y'all's asses.
What's the score?
Jeremy has 4. Kevin has 1. Ro, you have X divided by 2, where Jeremy's score is X.
What?
Don't be giving algebra. She's kind of high.
Yeah, dude.
2 points for Ro.
Okay, 5-2, so I'm only 2 behind him. Okay.
Kevin.
Sir.
Baal, Beelzebub, Baphomet, Belial, and Behemoth, for example.
The devil?
No.
What?
Try again. Take another swing at it.
Sorry, can you say the question again? It was just a list of names.
It was. Baal,
okay.
Beelzebub, Baphomet, Belial, and Behemoth, for example.
For example.
Things that start with B.
Demons?
There you are.
Okay.
Demons. They're all demons. 11. Row.
Mm-hmm.
In vertebrates, this substance causes arterial blood and capillary blood to be bright red, as oxygen imparts a strong red color to blood molecules' heme group. Octopuses and horseshoe crabs don't have it, so their blood is blue.
Oh, the hemoglobin?
Hemoglobin is the correct answer, right? The hobgoblin, sure.
Yeah.
Number 12 for Jeremy. This 1958 science fiction horror film marks the debut of actor Steve McQueen and tells the story of a giant amoeba-like creature from outer space that arrives on a meteorite and destroys the town of Phoenixville, Pennsylvania.
Sounds like The Blob.
The Blob is the correct answer, and Jeremy is the first with a crosshatch at 5 points.
Man, not allowed to bring Jeremy again.
He's making you look bad, Ro.
Yeah,
What? Okay. I promise to be nice on this
he's
episode.
making me look worse.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
according to this 1984 movie, there are 3 rules. No bright light, don't get him wet, and never feed him after midnight, no matter how much he begs.
And do not talk about Fight Club. That's Gremlins.
Gremlins, there you are.
Mogwai.
Now you and Ro are tied at 3.
Woohoo.
It really is still anybody's game, especially with the final question, so don't give up hope.
Okay.
Yeah, technically speaking, wouldn't the correct answer be Mogwai?
You know what?
Comic book guy. Who invented comic book guy?
No, actually, the question said, according to this 1984 movie.
Oh,
okay.
that's right.
There
Look,
are
look at it.
3
Try
rules.
to.
I missed that first part.
14, we're at Ro.
Mhm.
In this film, the finance department bets on the werewolf, the story department bets on the Deadites, Hadley bets on the merman, Sitterson bets on the Hell Lord, and the maintenance team bets on the zombie redneck torture family.
So, fun factoid. Nothing. I was Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods, there we are.
Oh my god. Those are some memories right there.
You got
Wasn't
another
that
point.
ATW 9K movie night?
It was one of the first.
Was it? Sure
Yes.
wasn't. I know what you're talking about. No,
Bro.
that doesn't exist.
Oh, it
Don't
sounds
get-
like it was probably an embarrassing ATW 9K movie night.
Not at all.
Wait, was that the one that you got like blind drunk?
Yes. I
Okay,
still remember that
Check the
Instagram
archives for that. We
message.
should release that as a special Halloween special. Like, Ro
I
gets
remember
blind
you
drunk.
sent me a message on Instagram saying that you like your friend listened to it. She's like, "Oh my god, that Ro, is she okay?" She sounded totally like sloshed
Yes.
or done.
Yes.
So hard.
So to sum up, yes, that was the one show where Ro got drunk. Just the one show. It's never happened any other time.
No, not at all. Not blind drunk like that. No. Seriously, that was bad. Hilarious.
Jeremy, you're getting some of my favorite questions here. Let's see how you do on this one. The year is 1989, and in this movie, a young Fred Savage discovers a monster named Maurice, played by Howie Mandel, hiding under his bed. They become friends, but things go a little wrong when brother Ben Savage is stolen away.
That'd be Little Monsters, right?
It sure is. I watched it the other night because it's on
Weird
Netflix.
There was-
movie.
Either before the movie or after the movie, there was a phone number like 1-900 something Maurice, and I guess it actually was like a porn number
Oh no!
or something like that. So I remember seeing that as a little kid. It probably doesn't hold up.
I don't think it does.
1-900-89-MAURICE. There's something about that. Yeah, you're right. I would have to play the video to find out what it is.
Oh boy!
Anyway, okay, so Jeremy's up another point, and it's time for Kevin to step up to the plate.
All right.
Toby Hooper, I don't really know how to pronounce it, and I apologize. Toby Hooper, I'm going to say, who died August 26th, 2017, very recently, is best known for writing the script for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 1974. But it was this 1982 Steven Spielberg-produced horror film that earned Hooper 3 Academy Award nominations. And Kevin,
Yes, sir.
P.S.
Yes, sir.
There is no Indian burial ground.
Lols.
Steven Spielberg produced.
Oh my gosh. I would give you a clue, but totally give it away.
Like Indian Burial Ground. I'm thinking like Pet
Sure.
Cemetery, something like that, but that's not.
Oh, that's... Actually, I didn't think about that.
That's too early. That
People
came
swear
out.
up and down that there's an Indian burial ground in this movie, and there's not.
Carol Ann? I think that's the answer, but the movie that she's in.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go down with Pet Cemetery, even though it came out later.
Sorry, buddy. It's Poltergeist.
Poltergeist, yeah.
Poltergeist, right? Okay.
Poltergeist. No Indian burial ground.
Okay.
Number 17, Ro.
Mhm.
These creatures of the order Chiroptera represent the second largest group of mammals on Earth, behind only rodents. They actually make up for about 20% of all classified mammals on the planet.
What? Like lizards or something? I don't know.
Chiroptera.
Chiroptera. What? This is like has to do with Halloween?
The second largest group of mammals.
Second largest group of mammals.
Meaning there's the second most of them. Not
Second.
that they're like just smaller than humpbacked whales.
Like birds or something?
Mammals.
Mammals, okay.
Chiroptera.
I can see where you're going with raptor and bird, though. That makes sense.
I have no idea.
Halloween row.
Bats?
There you go. The
Just a
bats.
second.
Just for the record, you are saying that that's the second most populous mammal on the planet is bats? Are we talking like the most number of actual bats or the most variation of species?
Well, the second most number of mammals, not animal.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah.
Sure.
Rodents are number 1, bats are number 2.
Wow.
Bats are everywhere. You just don't see them.
That's cool.
Number 18 is for Jeremy. The name jack-o'-lantern is a reference to these evil, glowing creatures in English folklore who would draw weary travelers away from roads and paths and to their doom in bogs and swamps.
That's a good one.
Oh. Are they the Will of the Wisp?
Jeremy is on track for a
What?
perfect game tonight.
Wow.
Look at that.
This guy's such a dark horse, man.
Including his Steelsy, he's got 7 points.
Well, he does listen to a lot of podcasts, like Stuff You Should Know and Myths and Legends. So
Yeah. Do you listen to lore?
No. I actually need new podcasts to add to my queue, so I'll write that one down.
It's kind of in the vein of the kind of stuff we're talking about tonight. It's all like, oh, they were never seen again, and all about beasts in America and stuff.
Is it ghost stories or mythology or folklore?
It's yeah.
I'm in the same
all of
boat
the
as
above.
Jeremy. I'm all out of like episodes to listen to. I need some more podcasts in the mix.
did you catch up with all the Myths and Legends, Jason?
I don't love it like lore, but it's really popular at my work, and it's all about it goes through like history of like people who disappeared at a certain spot and the tale that sort of grew out of that area, kind of deal. So it's a mixture of history and lore, basically, as the title intent.
My ears have perked up. I will have to look at that.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
to reward you for your podcast recommendation, you get question number 19.
Hit me.
In 2016, Tom Hanks first portrayed this Saturday Night Live character who haunts a terrifying elevator ride with the help of 2 b-boy skeletons.
Oh my
Any
god!
questions?
Tom Hanks.
This okay. I have to make a comment after this question. I need to make a comment.
Uh-oh. Rose is going to school us. I don't know. Ro and Jeremy, you hit us for this one. What is this?
I don't remember his
It's
name.
something pumpkins.
Like David Pumpkins or something like that.
Yeah, we were at a game night last weekend with some friends, and the host was putting on random Halloween videos, and
The skit was there.
was on there.
And it is the stupidest. I don't understand how this is a funny thing. This is why I don't like SNL, because most of their comedy is just like, what the fuck is this? This is not funny most of the times. I like really rare on occasion I'll find it funny. I'll see a funny skit from SNL. So
You're not supposed to watch an SNL skit though by like the light of day, like at noon on YouTube when you're in your right mind. You're supposed to watch it like at 12:45 or
I'm sleeping.
1:30 in the morning when
I'm
you're
sleeping. I'm
like half
sleeping.
cut and you're like, oh yeah, this is pretty funny.
And apparently they're like making like a spin-off show or something like this with that. I'm just like,
Animated, sure.
yeah, an animated spin-off. And I'm just like, what the hell? Don't watch this skit. It is stupid. It's not funny. And it's just weird.
So 3 things in response to your diatribe there. Number 1, a skit is something that you do at church camp. I think that the comedians would say sketch.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. It was bad.
Number 2, it is David S. Pumpkins, and the S stands for Simon.
Okay, what's the significance of that?
Absolutely nothing. The writers were like, because it's Simon, whatever, who cares?
Because it's stupid, Kevin. Don't watch it. It's
And number 3, I endorse the David S. Pumpkins sketch. I love it, and I have watched it many times.
How is that funny?
You're standing behind it. All right, I look forward to seeing it.
No, don't. Oh, Kevin, don't.
The humor is just based on the incredulous of the whole situation. Basically, it's a couple that go into an elevator.
A scary ride.
Yeah, it's a scary ride, and they open up the doors, and it's like a vampire, and then a werewolf, and then it's Tom Hanks dressed in a pumpkin suit
With like dancing guys
with a
and
couple skeletons. And then
See? I'm already laughing.
couple
This is
is just
great.
like,
This is great. I love it.
No.
the couple's just like, why is that?
Oh god!
like,
Don't
that's
stop.
not scary.
He's gonna
Why
watch
is
it and
that?
he's gonna enjoy it, just like all those weird people.
Already, I'm loving this.
Do. Question number 20. Ro.
Mm,
All Hallows Eve, October 31st. precedes this holiday, established in the 8th century by Pope Gregory III, which incorporated some of the traditions of the Celtic festival of Samhain?
I don't know this. I was hoping you going for like Day of the Dead, like Dia de Muertos or something like that. I was like, yeah, I know that one, but Celtic. So the 30th is the
No. Listen, All Hallows Eve, which is October 31st, we call it Halloween.
Okay.
It precedes by one day this holiday, so November 1st.
November 1st. Okay.
This holiday was established in the 8th century by Pope Gregory III.
Is there a girl band with this name as well?
I don't know.
Shit.
I'm gonna look this up.
It's not Pixies. It's like Solstice or some shit like that.
Yes, there's a girl band with this name.
Okay, girl band.
October 31st, you have All Hallows Eve. November 1st, you have
All Hallows. No, because it's the eve of All Hallows, so does that not make sense?
All Saints Day, Ro.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah.
All Saints Day.
Okay.
Did you know the song Never Ever? It's very good. Never Ever.
Is it a Canadian band?
It's a British band.
Oh, okay. I thought for a minute there that you were trying to make our podcast Canadian content compliant.
No, but if you want to, we can talk about Gord Downey later. Go on.
Number 21, Michael Jackson's, and this is for Jeremy. Jeremy, you've already won tonight. This is just the icing on the cake. Michael Jackson's 14-minute-long Thriller music video was directed by this man, famed director of National Lampoon's Animal House, The Blues Brothers, An American Werewolf in London, Trading Places, and Three Amigos.
Sorry, is an American what?
I don't think I said... Oh, An American Werewolf in London.
American Werewolf.
Does it begin with an R?
Jeremy, I'm just going to caution you on this. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Don't listen to any clues that Ro gives you. She's known for giving clues that turn out to be dead wrong.
No, I give good clues.
What were the movies they directed again?
This director also did, in addition to Thriller, Animal House, Blues Brothers, American Werewolf in London, Trading Places, and Three Amigos.
I didn't know he did Three Amigos.
He did Three Amigos.
That is such a good film.
The only thing I can think of is maybe Chevy Chase, but I doubt it was him.
No, he didn't direct. No, it's John Landis.
Oh, I knew it was one of those white guys. He probably has like glasses and a beard.
Yeah, it was one of those white guys. Director from the 80s, you got a pretty good bet.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so there is one more question, even though Jeremy has won so far with 7 points. Ro has 5, Kevin has 3, by the way.
I'll see that. Respectable.
It's a winner-take-all question. I'm going to be taking bids from each of you, so don't answer. I'll go one by one and take your bids on this answer.
Shit.
The largest pumpkin ever that was actually measured was grown by Norm Craven in 1993. How much did it weigh in pounds? Kevin, give me a number of pounds that you think that the largest pumpkin on record weighed.
I'm going to go with 250.
Rosef?
I'm going to go... See, I'm not getting last pick, so it's like... I feel like it was more than that.
Now, remember, Ro, you're in a unique position. Kevin just kind of had to throw a number out there.
Mm-hmm.
But whoever's closest is going to win this.
Okay, so now it's all about how Jeremy will bid, more than likely based on mine. I'm going to go with a cool 750.
And Jeremy?
Let's go 251.
251,
says Jeremy. Unfortunately, Ro wins this evening.
Oh,
that's right.
Unfortunately.
That's right. Unfortunately, my ass. Whatever.
The correct answer is 836 pounds.
Wow.
That is right.
That is a big pumpkin.
You know what? I take it back. We're only going to give Ro 1 point. And we're going to go to the backup. We're going to go to the backup winner takes all question.
Whatever. He's the guest. We always give the guest the wins.
So no. We've got one more question. I prepared a backup just in case Ro won.
You really do? No. You just said the question of that question was winner fucking take all.
Okay,
so
well now this is winner take all year.
This is fucking bullshit. Whatever. Okay.
It's a rank and file question.
Oh Jesus. Oh, actually, no, I'm pretty good at that. Take it back.
The movie It recently became the highest grossing horror movie of all time at the box office. It brought in $315 million so far. I mean, it's still out there in theaters. I want to know who can guess the closest to the next top spot on the list. So I'm going to
For
go
Harmonies?
just like the last one. I'm going to ask Kevin, what movie do you think is number 2 on the list, according to Box Office Mojo, of the top grossing horror supernatural films of all time?
Horror supernatural. That's quite a category, sir.
Yeah, Supernatural kind of covers a fucking lot.
Well, it's not horror sci-fi.
Right.
So we're not talking about aliens.
Okay.
Right.
So it's number 1, and actually they've updated it since yesterday morning when I was doing these questions. It was 315. It now has 316 million.
Man, I don't know. I'm going to go with Alien 4.
You said no alien, dude.
So
It's
no sci-fi.
supernatural, Kevin.
Oh,
supernatural
supernatural.
movies.
No
Well,
sci-fi.
obviously. We are talking about Jaws? Can I do that?
The supernatural shark? You know what? Fine. That's your stupid guess.
Man.
Jaws. It's
You
not
know
on the
when
list.
the waitress comes to you?
That shark supernaturally found its way to the
That's right.
Caribbean in Jaws 4
right.
to get its revenge.
I
Or
stand
its
by
kid
that.
or whatever.
No, everybody. It's a ghost shark. Whatever. Bro.
If the waitress came over and asked what we wanted for dinner, I just wasn't ready, and I want to be able to say, take their order first. Take their order first, and I'll know what I want by the time it comes back to me.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna go with Twilight and Breaking Dawn, like part 2 or something.
Oh, that is a strong one.
I tell you what, if it's any of the Twilight movies, I'll let you have it.
Okay, thank you.
Jeremy.
Oh, I'm almost positive this is Poltergeist. If not, then it's The Exorcist.
How about I let you guess The Exorcist?
Really? Really? He said Poltergeist first.
Okay, how about I let you guess Poltergeist?
Whatever.
So we're going to run down the list of the top 20. Number 1, as we all know, is It. Number 2, nobody guessed The Sixth Sense
Okay.
because it's number 2.
I wouldn't consider that horror, but it is supernatural.
It is kind of horror-y with some of the
Eh.
yeah. No, there's some scary dead shit.
Yeah, when Misha
There
Barton
are
pops
ghosts,
under
there are
that.
ghosts all over that movie.
Yeah. Number 3, The Exorcist. Jeremy won. I mean, hands down. Number 4, does anyone remember the Michelle Pfeiffer, Harrison Ford vehicle, the What Lies Beneath?
Beneath, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind
I
of
think
like
I
that
saw that
movie
in the-
except for the end.
I think I saw that in the theater.
The Blair Witch Project is in at number 5.
I was thinking
Saw
of
that
that
in the theater
too.
too.
That one makes a lot of sense.
The Conjuring, The Ring, The
Saw it.
Grudge,
Saw it.
Paranormal Activity 1, Paranormal Activity 3. Now that rounds out the top 10. From there, the next are The Conjuring 2,
Shit.
Annabelle Creation.
What? What is that?
Yeah,
It's
you
about the
don't
doll.
That creepy doll, right?
It just came out in August. The Others, which is Nicole Kidman. The Haunting, The Amityville Horror, Paranormal Activity 2, Annabelle, which is not Annabelle Creation, Insidious Chapter 2, and then we get in number 19, Jeremy also wins with Poltergeist.
Very good, sir.
And 20 is The Ring Part 2.
Okay.
So Jeremy gets the winner-take-all question. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
Okay.
A lot more comfortable.
You're a bit of a son of a bitch, aren't you, boy?
Sure is.
Who wears the pants now, Ro? Okay, let's do a little bit of roundtable discussion. Actually, Ro, you asked to talk about this topic tonight. This was something that you saw on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter, but when you saw it, you said, yeah, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
There's a guy, Han, or
Yeah.
it's,
Well, Pilot Scully.
yeah, at Pilot, not Pirate, Pilot Scully. He says, you can only watch 5 TV shows for the rest of your life as many times as you want. Which ones do you choose? And it proved to be a popular question. Lots and lots of people, even in our peer group, which typically doesn't do like list answer stuff, everybody kind of lit to it. So, Ro,
And we need a little positive in the Twitters these days and little things to, keep us going.
and what keeps you going? What are the TV shows that you immediately posted?
So yeah, the ones I immediately posted. Okay, and then we'll talk about honorable mentions after we all go. But number 1 was Game of Thrones. 2 was Downton Abbey. 3 was Steven Universe. 4 was Cowboy Bebop. And then the 5th one was Law and Order, parentheses, all of them count.
Yeah.
I don't think you can
That's
do
a-
that.
Yes, you
If
can.
if you were to pick one over all the other Law and Orders, what might that be?
Oh god, it's a toss up between the regular one or SVU.
See, I would
Probably-
suspect that with your job, you would stay away from SV.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking more towards the regular Law and Order because like that was such a good one. So I kind of I'm kind of done with Yeah, Law and Order. SVU was just something. No, I'm good. Yeah, normal Law and Order, which is still a lot of episodes.
Did I catch this correctly? Is there only one cartoon on your list?
No, there's two: Steven Universe and Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, all right. There's only one cartoon on my list. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Kevo.
Yeah, lots. I labored over this. I pulled my hair and went, oh no, but oh yeah. So I considered like, I want something serious, and I want something fun, and I want something funny, and because it's like you're trapped with just these. So it doesn't necessarily reflect what I consider just the best. It's like you're locked on the island, and you're gonna need. Some nights you're going to be like, I need something light. And some nights you're going to be like, I need something heavy.
You got to diversify your portfolio.
Exactly.
You got to have a snack for all seasons.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. So number one, Breaking Bad has to be Breaking Bad. I've watched that a number of times, the whole series, and even today and yesterday I was watching episodes. Then I put BoJack Horseman in there for a little lighthearted self-loathing, because obviously. And going even further down the lighthearted self-loathing, we're getting with Louie, which I would say is probably my favorite show of all time. Probably.
It doesn't make sense to me. Canadians are so happy. Why are you such a misanthropic Canadian?
I am a man, and therefore Louie. And also a father, and therefore Louie. So I put. I'll need a little lighthearted. I'll need to be able to joke on this proverbial island that I'm on. So last week tonight, I put on there. That's the one I'm the least sure about. Because I like to laugh with John Oliver. Are you last week tonight, guy?
No, not really, because I don't get HBO. But it does raise an interesting question.
Yeah.
The prompt doesn't say whether you can get all of the new episodes as they come out. So I was thinking, like, I don't know about night shows, man.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. The last one I picked was The Wire or The Sopranos, and I'm not sure, man. I would flip a coin over those two. Maybe The Wire a bit more, but it's a toss-up. I had runners-up for like West Wing and Game of Thrones. Both of those had bad seasons, though. Like Game of Thrones especially had some real clunker of seasons. It had great seasons. Like not this one, and maybe even not last one, but the two before that were just clunkers.
4 and 5?
Yeah, just clunkers.
I can see how 4 was.
And anything post Red Wedding season was bad for a while.
You know, it's disappointing that The West Wing was a runner-up for me, too. I agonized over that. I was like, but it's got to be in the top 5. But it wasn't.
Let's hear your top 5.
I chose Scrubs for my comedy angle. Just like you said, you got to diversify that portfolio. You got to have a little bit of everything.
Yep.
And then Adventure Time, man. That's my animation pick.
Okay.
I think that I said this, and it was fairly controversial at the time, but on an earlier episode I said Adventure Time has displaced Batman the Animated Series as the best cartoon ever.
That's so wrong. That is so wrong.
Wow.
But you didn't choose Batman. You chose Steven Universe.
Because that has way more of a feel to me than Batman BTOS. But did you know that they're releasing it on Blu-ray or something, or updating it to make it look all prettier?
I'm not buying it again.
No, it's just like, no, don't do it. It's so tempting.
Then I've got the X-Files in there. You got to have the supernatural stuff.
Okay.
Star Trek TNG for the sci-fi stuff.
That was a runner-up on mine.
And then here's where my corollary to late night shows comes in, because I picked an ongoing kind of periodical show, Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, that's classic. And you'll be watching
those. There's so many of them, too.
You'll be watching those till Kingdom Come.
Yeah, and it's all with the knowledge.
But I want the new ones, too, because I'm greedy.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
Like, quantity-wise, Jeopardy, Simpsons maybe. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, Simpsons was a thought there, too. But I also, like, for anime, I was like, maybe I can just put all the Narutos. Like, then I'd never be bored with it, because like, there's a million of them. So, and it has fun music, and it's just silly characters, and some drama with it, too. So, yeah.
I didn't realize that you liked Naruto, or that you would admit it.
Oh, I admit it. I used to... Oh, man, I'm such a weeb for Naruto.
You should see how she runs.
No, I don't run like that.
Just kidding.
I have no idea.
But the images of kids doing that is hilarious. I love it.
Oh, they're organized to do that now.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what you got on your 5?
So I watched this a lot growing up, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Just, I think it'd probably still be entertaining. Mythbusters, because it provides science and comedy and special effects. I enjoyed watching that when it was on Netflix.
Nice.
Game of Thrones. I've really enjoyed the books. The movies are pretty good, although the
movies are good.
Or I mean the TV seasons are pretty good. I actually do have Batman the Animated Series on my list, just because I grew up watching that as well, and I could also watch the original 60s Batman, but I think as an adult, I'd roll my eyes every couple minutes, so I didn't put that on there. And then, along with Kevin, Breaking Bad, because that was a series I watched and finished all the way through, and it was really, really good. My honorable mentions would be Battlestar Galactica, Numbers. It was a TV show by, I think it was Tony Scott, about an FBI agent and his brother who was really good at math, and they solved crimes. It was a procedural. It was pretty entertaining. Cosmos. Another procedural TV show, Lie to Me. It had Tim Roth as a guy who was an expert in reading micro expressions, and he solved crimes with that. And then some of the ones that you guys mentioned also, like, wouldn't mind, like Cowboy Bebop, although, I mean, it's only one season, so, most of the stuff I picked just have like a long, many episode string, so.
Cowboy Bebop's only one season?
It's only 26 episodes. It's a one-off with the movie.
Oh, see, maybe I could watch it then.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later on, Kevin.
Yeah, I'll actually let you come and visit me if you want to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. But Jeremy, it's interesting that you bring up Lie to Me. I just talked about this. There's a high school teacher in my area who's teaching a forensic science class. They do blood splatter analysis and fingerprinting and glass shatter and all kinds of really cool stuff. And she's like, I have my kids watch Lie to Me because it tells you all about behavioral science and stuff.
That's awesome. Those like really unique classes that you can't really find in a lot of schools. Those are some of the cooler classes, and just teachers like that'll get their students engaged and stuff like that's pretty cool.
It is. It's neat. There was one other show that I wanted to bring up because I feel so bad not putting it on my list, but it just didn't fit on there. You got your Al Bundys with Married with Children. I felt so bad. I was like, I can't bump any of these off, but I want my Al Bundy.
Dude, you get one show for the rest of your life. Why would you pick a show that has the same episode for the entire show?
That is not true in any way. There's episodes about Al installing a new toilet. There's episodes about Al having to have sex with his wife.
Toilet. I cannot believe I watch that all the time, late night on Fox, all the time.
I love it. It's still on TBS in the mornings if you're bored while you're getting dressed for work.
That does not.
Like, is this before 3:00 in the morning? Because
no, it's like I think it starts at 5 or 5:30.
I could probably.
That's that when I start work.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's about where we're going to wrap it up. There are other things to talk about. We could talk about the Star Wars trailer. We could talk about Down Gordy dying, but let's
Gordy.
Huh?
Down Gordy.
Isn't that what I said?
You said Down Gordy. His name is Gord Downey, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic.
That's so fucked up.
All right, but anyway, we're going to move it on here. Hey, if you want to submit some questions, go ahead and do that. Send them to atw9k@simplysyndicated.com. They come straight to me, and I've had a couple of submitters in the last week or so. So those are appreciated. We'll put those together. I always like listener questions because, hey, my interests don't cover everything. I want to know what your interests are. Other than that, come talk to us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/atw9k, or talk to us at atw9k on Twitter.
Or Reddit /r/atw9k. I want to see your 5. Pick your 5 shows
that's a good
for the rest of your life.
That'd be a fun thread.
And Reddit's the best place to discuss that. So let's do that.
And also tell us what your favorite candy is, because it's Halloween. That's how I roll. All right. So that's it for tonight. Thank you, Jeremy, for stepping in. I know you're tired.
Oh, no, it's fine. Long day.
But
you still dominated, dude.
Yeah, you killed everybody.
Sure.
You asked a lot of questions that were right up my alley.
Well, now what we have to do is have you back to take on Omar head-to-head for the heavyweight championship.
Okay.
All right. We'll make it happen.
You have to wear luchador masks. Just saying.
And spandex. It's a requirement, Jeremy. There's no negotiating.
I'm okay with that.
Wow.
All right. So we'll see everybody next week on Atomic Trivia War 9000.
Later.
Say goodbye, Atomic Trivia War. Time to go, Atomic Trivia War. Time time to get going. Atomic Trivia War night, folks. Atomic Trivia War. And we're out from Atomic Trivia War. Hope you liked Atomic Trivia War. Gotta go, Atomic Trivia War. Au revoir, Atomic Trivia War. Rose got another convention to go to. Omar's gonna sneak into Mexico too. Kevin's gonna go and try to get lucky. Jason's gonna go and do something sucky. Well, gotta go, Atomic Trivia War. Time to leave, Atomic Trivia War. Au revoir, Atomic Trivia War. Whatever Spanish is for goodbye, Atomic Trivia War.
Thank you for listening to the Simply Syndicated Federation. For more great shows like these, visit us at simplysyndicated.com.